zoom right in.
You're on.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull a handle for this teapot, and I have to first think about what size of a handle I want. The handle size is gonna vary depending on the weight of the teapot and the amount of liquid that I'm gonna be holding in the teapot. So if it's just a teacup, the handle can be tiny and I can just put one finger in it and it's fine. If it's a big, heavy teapot, I should be able to put my whole hand in it. So here we go. You want to take a piece of clay that's about the size of your fist, or fits in your hand, and you're going to make sure that it's homogeneous with like no big air bubbles, no cracks. Sorry. Just like that. Okay. Next thing you need is a bucket of water. You want to stand up when you do this. Okay? You're going to hold the clay in your left hand and pull with your right hand. I'm turning the piece of clay back and forth because I want the strip of clay to be symmetrical. I'm balancing the pressure that I apply, squeezing the clay this way and pulling this way. So I turn back and forth, elongating the handle. And this does take practice. Your handle, if it's your first one, it could possibly break. If there's any cracks, you want to start over. Because you're constantly adding water, this clay can be reused. You can just throw it in the original clay pile. It doesn't have to be reclaimed. And the reason I keep wetting my hand is I'm actually cleaning off the extra clay. If I have extra clay on my hand, it's going to create friction, and that will tear my handle. So I'm just wetting my hand and making sure there's no friction. It's important that I make my cup, my teapot, the body of my form that I'm attaching my handle to first, because, like I said, proportion is important. And then I can kind of like test it out and see if there's enough room for my hand. I'm going to make this one a little bigger. Notice I'm moving back and forth, and in the end I want a nice tapered edge. This is fun. Like, I'm not even like nervous. All right, it looks good. Now I'm going to pinch it off and put it on this board. You want to make 2 handles for every one form. Reason being, sometimes when you go to attach a handle, it just doesn't work out, and you don't have to wait to make a second one, because they really need to dry at least an hour uncovered while your form is covered, or overnight covered up real tight so no air can get in. You don't want to leave your handles overnight with wet paper towels, because the extra moisture will collapse this form that you want to allow your handle to set up like. Next thing you need is dry hands and a fettling knife. Pretend this is day 2, and we're attaching. So check out the next video on attaching.